Hi everyone, I'm Brianna. This is Purified People, back for another day, continuing on that path to create an upward trend in every area of our lives in as simplified as a manner as possible in this complicated world. And I really don't have much planned for today because I was going to have my live stream, Crypto Talk, and it didn't stream. So I'm just kind of winging it today. But I do want to point out one thing that's been weighing on my mind and just get it out there. I pointed out that I got a flat tire a couple of days ago, but this isn't what stemmed this thought. I've been having this thought for quite some time. I had a flat tire coming down a mountain, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Am I going to call my dad? Am I going to call my ex-husband? Who's going to have to come rescue me on this mountain right now? I don't know how to change a tire. I should, okay? This is not something that should keep happening. It's happened a few times. This is the first time it's happened when I'm by myself. I need to know how to change a flat tire. But before I could even really mull it over in my mind too much, I had my window rolled down, and it was a dirt road, and a Razor came up alongside. I could see them in my rearview mirror, and a Razor came up alongside of me. I slowed down, moved over, and the guy said, "We're gonna help you change that flat tire." That was the first thing out of his mouth. I said, "Hi, hey," and he said, "We're gonna help you change that flat tire." And the way that he said it was so reassuring, and it happened to be a retired police officer and a retired firefighter. Who else can I run into? And I know I pointed this out before, but the way that they did it, they were just so happy to help. Their wives were there as well, so I chatted with them. You know, they were gonna go to dinner, and here they are laying underneath my car, getting dirty on the dirt road. They went huckleberry picking, but getting dirty on the dirt road to help change a stranger's tire. And I really enjoyed the conversation with their wives, but that's beyond the point. They were so willing and giving, and I really take comfort in knowing that there still are people in the world who operate this way. If there's ever anybody trying to downgrade or try to put into your mind that you shouldn't expect greatness and expect honesty or expect generosity, those are the ones not to listen to. The ones that are there to listen to are the leaders. This is something that I learned in a book. I learned this in the Motivation Manifesto. I mean, it's something that I've had to check myself with multiple times, but the Motivation Manifesto points this out really clearly. Brendon Burchard is the author. To hold each other and ourselves to greatness and nothing less, because if we stop holding ourselves up to that standard, then what's the standard? You hear it's a dog-eat-dog world out there, and it is in some places, but there's also many people doing good. I take great comfort in knowing that we have a police force. I take great comfort in knowing that we have a fire department. I take great comfort, and I really appreciate when someone sees me with my hands full walking into a store, and I'm a single mom, and runs and opens the door for me. Those are the small acts of kindness that go so far, and it's the kindness that you want to pass along. It's to pay it forward. So it is a dog-eat-dog world in some places. You'll see that in many places, especially while driving down the road. But there's a lot of greatness that exists, and if it can exist in one situation, it can exist in all situations. So that's what we need to strive for and not give up. It's not the easy way, but it is the desirable route. So I just multiple things coming into this idea in my head today, because I'm also really focusing not to make generalized statements. And you know, there's corruption that lies everywhere, and to just totally cut something out and disregard it when it has greatness that lies within it isn't the way to go. Everything is just case by case, and it takes a lot of diving in and understanding. It takes a lot of grace and compassion to be able to achieve higher levels, and by doing that, that's from ways of acceptance and by just helping each other achieve greater heights. And the less friction, the less control, the less ego involved, the better. And I'm just speaking my mind today. And I don't know, what are your thoughts? Do you think that we are doomed and we can't wave at each other down the street anymore? Would you stop for somebody with a flat tire? I know I would, especially because someone stopped for me. So the pay it forward isn't an old school, it's not an old school way of doing it. And I think it's making a comeback, but hold ourselves to high levels. Our future generations depend on it. And I hate to sound like I'm preaching, but it's the fact of the reality. I don't think sugarcoating is a part of what's to come, and we just need to lay it all out there. So that's my thoughts for today, guys, and thanks for listening. I will see you all back here tomorrow.